So this is going to be a leopard gecko care video. I just haven't really thought of making one because just got this camera today and my other one got really messed up. It's horrible for this, for putting videos on YouTube. So this is what you'll need for your leopard gecko. You'll need a water bowl, which should necessarily be pretty large because sometimes they refuse to eat and drink, so it needs to be larger. Calcium, so they keep their strength up, and substrate. Do not use sand. I know they originate from regions in the world that have sand, but it's natural sand in the products that you can buy from even Vita sand and calcium sand is not good for leopard geckos for many reasons. It can give them diseases and rashes on their legs. So you can, it's not mandatory, but it's good for them to provide a shed box or moist hide. You just need to spray it once every couple of days so it stays moist. You need to provide one or more warm hides so they can either bask on top of it or they can sleep inside of it. You need a heat source. At this point I have two. A heat pad for the side of the tank and a heat lamp at the top of the tank, and you need to keep the temperature in the 80s on the warm side, about mid to high 70s on the cold, well, about mid 70s on the cold side, because they're cold-blooded animals and they need to have heated bodies. For feeding, the only two things that are good for leopard geckos that I know of, that I recommend actually, are mealworms and crickets. I don't have Stanley on mealworms just because she hasn't ever had mealworms, except like the first 2 weeks I had her and I didn't like them that much, so I use crickets. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm just thinking I left out something. Oh yeah, they should, so each leopard gecko should have about at least 10 gallons of space. I know, like, this tank that I have, if you watched my leopard gecko cribs episode 1, then you know that this is an 18-gallon front opening. I mean, 18 gallons is like the absolute minimum you'd want for 2 leopard geckos. I do not recommend you use an 18-gallon, but you could. If you didn't need to, you could use, but what is recommended is a 20-gallon, which is right there. So that is pretty much it, and I will